Well, greetings to my peeps and peepettes out there. This is the unprofessional toy reviewer Red Power, and I'm back with another Transformer Studio Series review for you today. And this is Transformer Studio Series number 18 from the Bumblebee movie, Bumblebee, in its Volkswagen vehicle form. So to make this nickname as short as possible so I don't have to drag it out every time I say it, we're just going to call him Bumblebee VW, or VW Bumblebee, whichever way. Doesn't matter. Right. So anyway, before we take a look at Bumblebee here, let's put him aside for a moment and take a look at the packaging as partake of every single video review on this channel. And it's as simplistic as all the other style packagings coming from the Studio Series, which you got your very nice looking artwork for the character here, which would be Bumblebee. Younger Bumblebee, might I add. Very young. Studio Series Bumblebee, Autobot logo, ages 8 and plus, Bumblebee, or Transformers Bumblebee, Hasbro, Takara Tomy, yay, dual branding, awesome. Transformers going up to the Misaligned Generations logo at the top right corner, onto the side here, and here we got a pretty cool looking picture of Bumblebee getting down, look at that. Yep, pretty cool. And then, of course, we got up here the open window packaging on the side, which reveals the Autobot logo, even on Decepticon packages, which don't make any sense, but whatever, it is what it is. Down below that, we got the authentic Transformer stamp, which, to remind you, if it doesn't say authentic, it's a knockoff. On this side here, Studio Series Bumblebee, number 18 of this line, Deluxe Class. We're done with that on this back side of the packaging. Wow, about butchered that, but anyway. Okay, we're back in focus now. Okay, now that we're back, let's talk about what's on the back of the packaging. It's Bumblebee in his 1984 Volkswagen Beetle car form. Yes, at long last. G1 Bumblebee, G1 Bumblebee, G1 Bumblebee, G1 Bumblebee. Nice. And then, of course, in his robot mode, you know, it's basically your Michael Bay style Transformer here, which I'm fine with. It kind of works. It really does. So anyway, 22 steps of transformation here. The backdrop that's included actually is from the Bumblebee movie. It's Charlie's Garage. Cool. Other figures available in this line. We've got Shadow Raider. We've got, once again, Autobot Ratchet. This time, he's redecoed in his Dark of the Moon colors. And then we got Autobot Jazz, which, you know, we've already reviewed. And that's going to be it for the packaging here. Well, actually, no. I want to show a little respect here to the actual company. Thank you very much for approving this, right? Yay. All right, Volkswagen. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's going to do that. Let's go ahead and bring back in the figure. But before we take a look at the figure, yes, I tease you all the time, don't I? Hey. It is what it is, right? We gotta deal with it. So put up with me for a few more minutes as I go about rambling about other things that this figure comes with. You can do it, come on. So anyway, here we got Bumblebee's instructions, which is what he comes with, but this isn't all he comes with. We'll get to it very shortly. But anyway, as we go throughout the whole entire Studio Series line. And once again, anyway, yeah, let's talk about Bumblebee here again. Once again, yes, it's his 1984 vehicle form, Volkswagen Beetle. Get it right. Volkswagen Beetle car, and it's beautiful, so beautiful. It's got a little bit of some open gap here on the back, but hey, that's to be expected because the transformation isn't perfect. But regardless, it gives me everything I want. Doesn't really have much to complain about here, right? Yay, nice. Got the VW logo right there, as you can see. And that goes for all the hubcaps. And then, of course, we got the VW logo right there on the front of the car itself. Pretty nice. The reflector lights are actually painted in orange. So that's nice. Clear, translucent headlights. Very nice. And then we got this bumper grill here that's not painted at all. It's just in that gray plastic. But hey, when it works, it works. On the back, we've got the tail lights painted in red. And the back bumper grill is, you know, just that gray plastic. But again, when it works, it works. And it's really nice. It's a really good looking Bumblebee. Now, if I have only one thing to really gripe about in this mode, would have to be the fact that you just see so much robot kibble inside. It would have been nice had they done like a smoky black color for the windows. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's just a little bit of an eyesore, but hey, it's okay. It's a robot in disguise. It's a Transformer toy. I understand. I get it. So I'll let it slide. So, the colors actually do match up pretty good, at least for the lighting in this area. So let's do a side-by-side comparison, since I'm sure that's what you guys want to see here. So here's the very first Studio Series action figure of Bumblebee in his 1976 Chevy Camaro concept mode, right? Yeah, believe it or not, the Volkswagen Beetle is actually a lot younger than this. Just looking by the design of the cars themselves, these models, you would think that this would be actually the 80s model and this would be like in the 70s, but that's not the case. This is 1984, this is 1976. This is older than this. Wow. Anyway, not much to really say about vehicle form, but I will show you one more size comparisons with Jazz. And as you can see, they're about equal in length, just about, except for the bumpers going on here. So yeah, you got your bumper guards that are just making this Bumblebee just a little bit longer than Jazz. But yeah, it doesn't really matter going by height, because you can tell that this Bumblebee is a lot taller than Jazz. So there you have that. Anyway, there's not much else to say, so we're going to go ahead and start off the transformation here, and I'm going to tell you guys, putting him in robot mode is a lot easier than it is putting him in vehicle form. It took me an hour to figure out what I was doing wrong to get him in his car mode, so we'll save that, kiddies, for the How to Transformers video, right? So anyway, let's just go ahead and do this. So what you want to do, first and foremost, is you just want to go ahead and untab the back bumper. There you go. So and then you want to open these side door compartments here like that. So what you can do next is remove his weapons. Weapons, yes, plural. He's got that, and he's got this thing right here. And we'll come back to that very shortly. So now that we got that all taken care of, let's go ahead and flip up his arms. Untab them, like so. There we go. Now that that's out of the way, you have a little more room here now to come and bring all this down like this. Untab from right here at the waist his legs, just like that. Split them apart. And we're going to start off with the legs here, because it makes things a lot more simpler if you do. So on this hinge here, bring down the front section of his leg. And then on this hinge here, push up and forward on his foot. There we have that. Next thing that you want to do is you want to take this whole black section right here with the wheel and bring that down. It's going to complete the back section of his legs. As long as you got it down right, should be something like that. Yep. Yeah. Okay, so now that we got that, what we want to do next is the same thing on this side here. Push forward. Come and show this off. Bring this down. You're supposed to come down. Why aren't you coming down? I must be forgetting something here. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a slider joint right here. Yeah, I forgot. This piece is actually supposed to move back some. Then it should be able to come down. Should come down. You got that little groove right there for that tab, and it should put in place like so. Here we go. Let me make sure I got this one right. Nope. Nope. This is going to drag out the video just a little longer. I might have to fast forward this for your entertainment. So yeah, now that I got that pushed back all the way now, maybe we can get that to come down more. There we go. He's a good boy. There you go. Right. So, next what I like to do is just go ahead and rotate his waist section. So now that that's done, go ahead, come back to the front, and untab the wheels from the front of the car. They'll go all the way back like so. And this whole section is going to come out like this on the shoulder. I'll rotate the ball section to align his arms just right. Once again, flip out right there. Rotate the ball section, and there we go. Now we got his arms done. What we need to do next is, what a figgity mess, but yeah, what we need to do next is bring this black section down to form his chest. It's going to tab in. It's going to tab in. You will tab in. You will tab in. You will tab in. Like so. Come on now. Work with me here, B. Work with me. Work with me. Something's not right. Hold on a second. Yes. Yep. I've had him for a couple of days and I still can't get this right for some reason. Everything seems to get stuck here at this point, but what you want to do is push back on this hinge right here, this little black hinge that holds the top section of the car in place. So that should give you some clearance to bring this down now and get him to tab in like so. There we go. There we have that. And we'll come back to the front section very shortly, but what we want to do next is we want to bring down his legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold in this panel and fold in this panel, and hopefully you got enough room to do this. But what you want to do is, I'll bring it out so you can see this. You see that little hook right there? That little section right there where my finger's pointing? You got to take this whole back section right here, and it's got this groove where it's going to tab right up in here. Good luck with that, because if you ain't got enough clearance, you ain't gonna make it, and you might break something over time. So, here we go. Oh, it doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go. It doesn't want to go. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. It's gonna break. Break. Oh my goodness. Did he make it? No. No, it didn't. See, we still got the groove down here. It's supposed to go all the way up. How is anyone supposed to really do this? But, jeez, there we go. Come on, just a little bit more. Just enough clip. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Whew. I'm sweating already after that. But, yep, that's the way it's done, because this stays locked in place now. Now his head's got room to move, because if you didn't have it this way, you can't move his head at all, because this back piece just keeps hitting him. Anyway. Let's bring down these windows here and fold this in like so. Do the same on this side here. Fold it in. So now we got his complete B wings. And then the last thing to do in the transformation is to rotate up his chest pieces like so. So we got a bit of a curve going on there, as we should. And are we good? Are we good? Do we have it all? I think so. I think everything's good. I'm not sure. I'm a little worried about this, but yeah, he's standing, so I think everything's a-okay now. So let me raise this up just a little bit, because we do have size comparisons to do. And here's Bumblebee from Bumblebee in his robot mode, right? Whew! Boy, this is something. He looks good. He really does. I mean, this is one of the best looking Studio Series figures to come out of this line. However, with that said, I've got to be honest, guys. I don't recall ever seeing in the trailer for the movie Bumblebee having wings. So, I don't know if they're deployable in the film. I don't even know if they are not in the film at all. But if they're not, then, you know, this is a little inaccurate. But it's Bumblebee. Bumblebee's supposed to have wings. So, you know, if I'm wrong, you can leave it down below in the comment section of the video. That's fine. I mean, it's not the first time I'd say something wrong. So anyway, let's get a good look at his head sculpt, because he is very cool looking. Very nice. We got the silver paint. We got some nicely painted eyes. We've got a very small I don't know how well this is actually going to focus in, but yeah, we got a tiny little Bumblebee, or I mean Autobot symbol right there. You get your priorities straight, but yeah. I don't really have much to say about this. I mean, the figure is made up of yellow plastic with some very nice silver highlights, and then there's some gray plastic and some red. Well, I cannot speak today, but we got some black plastic here for in the chest section for the knee joints. It's definitely a lot more presentable for this Studio Series figure when compared to the actual very first Studio Series Bumblebee figure we got with the black legs, which didn't make any sense. It just threw off the figure's profile. This looks really good. I really do like this figure, and unlike other Studio Series Bumblebee figures, this one has some very tight hip joints. They're not going anywhere. I could do this for hours. They're not going to come loose. Anyway, let's get to the articulation on this guy before we get to the goodies. We got a ball-jointed head, and again, once you got this tabbed in correctly, you get all the movement that you can actually get out of this figure's design. So you get some left and right, you get a little up and down, which is pretty good. Ball-jointed shoulders. You also have this hinge joint at the shoulder that can also allow a little more display out this way. And you got your rotation, which is going to be hindered, so no full 360 here, but still pretty good. You have a swivel. Whoa! Some parts may actually come off the figure. That's why they're made that way, so you can put them right back instead of having something snap. Anyway, do have a swivel section here above the elbow joint, which the elbow joint does get 90 degrees of bend, which is good. You got your inward and outward movement here at the wrist, as I demonstrated, which was not intentional. Chest piece came out. Let me get that back in place. Yeah, this is like the top tap. Should I start over? I'm gonna keep going anyway. That's what we unprofessionals do. Anyway, yeah, this section likes to untab every now and then, but only when you're handling the figure. If you're displaying him, nothing moves. Why should it? So anyway, do have a waist swivel joint, as you can see, very tight on this figure, really good. Tight hips, you get this much kicking forward on the ball joint, you get this much going back until it hits the lower section of his wings. And if I split out the legs, let's do this. No JCVD split, but it's okay, but I still gotta point it out. Sorry guys. Anyway, we do have a thigh swivel joint in that section, as you can see. Very good. We got single jointed knees that does get 90 degrees of bend there, especially with all this kibble back here. And yes, it will detach if you mess around with it too much. Anyway, back to the articulation. We got a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet, which also includes ankle rocker pivot, which can go out pretty far, which is nice. So you get this figure in a lot of poses, but I wouldn't overdo it because he has a tendency to just detach in places. This is a real drawback about this figure, is that he untabs very easily. I didn't really have this kind of problem with Studio Series 01 Bumblebee, but oh well, they can't all be perfect, right? Right, now for comparisons, here's Studio Series Bumblebee. So not to confuse you, this is the 1976 Camaro concept, and this is the 1984 Volkswagen. Right. So as you can see, younger Bumblebee is a tad shorter than this Bumblebee. Right. Makes sense. Now, I know what you're thinking. Does that mean that this figure is going to be dwarfed by the smallest Studio Series figure out there right now? Who holds that title? Autobot Jazz? Well, let's find out. Yes. 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 This is not a joke. You are seeing it right here. Autobot Jazz is taller than this Bumblebee. By this much, but it still counts. The new title holder, ladies and gentlemen. So you're paying $20. Maybe 25, depending on where you live, for this Studio Series figure. So I would complain about it, But there's a reason why I'm not going to complain about it, and that comes in the terms of his accessories, because he does have at least 3 to make up for the fact that he is a small figure. And there goes that chest piece again. I did not notice that, but yep. It's just my figure. Your results could be different, but yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at his alternate faceplate here, which is his battle mask. And you will focus. There it is. So, you know, we got some detail here. Looks pretty good. We got a spot what looks like to be an Autobot symbol there that's not present, or at least from what I can see from the focus of the frame. No, there's nothing there. Right. So anyway, we do have some nice painted blue eyes here. And then, of course, we got these tabs that we're gonna, you know, as we go with alternate faceplates here, we can pop off the face of Bumblebee here. You can find the right spot to grab that sucker. It's very tight. Ah! Anyway, let's cover that up, shall we? That's as bad as Megatron from the animated movie. Jeez. So, if we can find that spot, tap it right into place. There we go. Here's Bumblebee with his battle mask now. This looks good. It really does. Other accessories we got is this here. We've got a saw blade. Looks very nicely detailed. Some nice silver paint for the blade. And then we got these 2 tabs here, which you can put it on either arm, but going by the instructions, they will slot onto his left forearm, like so. And there you go. We got Murder Bee going on here, but we're not done there. Oh, no, 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 no. We've got another accessory. We've got his blaster, which is very small. Very small. And just like Studio Series Bumblebee number 1, you have to take off his forearm here. Not his hand. Again, that will happen, but you want to take off his forearm, and then you can replace it with this, and it slides in very clean. And there you go. Yeah, I know it doesn't, it's not as cool looking as this one, but you know, it is a younger Bumblebee, so he's just now training with weapons, I guess. But that's not all that he comes with, as of course with the Studio Series figures, we have the backdrop. Of course, they all come with them. So yeah, this is a new one. That's right. It's not the Mission City Battle. Right, yay. So it's Charlie's Garage from the Bumblebee movie. So anyway, let's test the figure on it as we always do. And there you go. Not bad. Of course, being the fact that the figure is standing a little straight, you know, he's not really being dynamically posed here. It's the whole reason why he can actually stay on this thing. Because if I was to put him in a dynamic pose, I would have to put him right here. Yay. But still, regardless, it's a nice add-on. It works when it works, and I'm very proud of this backdrop here. It's sturdy. It's not as flimsy as it was for say it with me, you moron. Crowbar. 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 Try not to forget it next time. Yes, in regards to this figure, he's worth picking up, unless you're sick and tired of Bumblebees, but then again, we have a plethora more where that comes from. I promise you, this will not be the end of Bumblebee. It might be for a while here at the reviewing station, but regardless, Hasbro's going to continue pushing out as many Bumblebees as they can. As long as there's variety, like different accessories, maybe a better paint job or something. I'm not saying that this paint job's bad, but I'm just saying, okay, it's the principle of the thing. As long as there's variety put in place, I will definitely be looking into more Bumblebees of the Studio Series, because, you know, so far so good. I've had 2 good Bumblebee figures here. Not a lot of reviewers can actually say that, especially with this one. Regardless though, if you come across Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie of the Studio Series, wow. Yes, pick him up. He's actually worth it. So, questions, comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a little blah. Blah! I don't know why I say blah every time I get tongue twisted. I don't say blah blah blah. Anyway, let's try that again. Questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you like today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to throw in the towel. Until then, this is the unprofessional toy reviewer, Red Power sign off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I'll see you whenever you see me. Okay, we're done here. I thought I was done with this review, but then I just discovered something else. Yes, there is weapon storage, but according to the instructions, which doesn't help, they're not clear at all on how this is supposed to be put in place. So, you know, do what you want with them, put them away. Regardless, I've seen worse. Actually, no, now I've seen worse.